clip, guys.
That's why when you drive by the gas, you don't see that black man you're gunning down as your brother. He don't wear the same color as you. He don't give the same sign that you give, but he's caught hell like you. His father caught hell like you. His grandfather, his great-grandfather. God damn it, ain't that enough for him to be your brother?
All right, huh? Get ready.
Yes, I said, God damn it! Because God has come to damn that kind of thinking and that kind of action, and He's come to bless us if we turn from that kind of mentality. I'm not cussing. No, we're not cussing, but God damn it. God damn it for the proud look. God damn it to the lying tongue. God damn it shedding the innocent blood. We've seen it way too long. We've seen it way too long. And today we declare a God damn it GDI movement in the USA. Today you're going to hear from the Gen Z and the millennials. And we're going to do multi-generation of examining how long will we allow this senseless murder and these senseless crimes and acts of violence to continue in our community? This is GDI. God damn it. And we're putting an end. The innocent blood, no more. Families, mothers and fathers losing children, daughters and sons losing fathers and mothers. GDI. God damn it. You're listening to the GDI dot today. This is JoyNet Radio, and we're on a God-ordained assignment to say GDI. We're going to take a listen to a song from one of the boys in the hood, talks about unstoppable dreamers, and we'll be back with Gen Z on the GDI. It is a good morning, and it's a good day in the USA. You're listening to a special program, an initiative, GDI, www.gdi.today. GDI is God damn it. And the it are the things that have come before us, that God has declared in the book of wisdom, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16 through 19. There are 7 things that God hates. 7 that are abominable, damnable unto Him. We're on a mission to eradicate. We declare enough is enough. And you heard a clip, you're going to hear it again and again. It's from the minister Louis Farrakhan talking about why God damn it is something that God has damned. And He comes to teach us and to give us a new way and a better way to live and to love and to let love live. In the studio, we have a wonderful guest. She is in the Gen Z. If we think about generations, not that we're branding, because people are people and they can live through multiple layers of generational description. So we have our individuality. But I want to welcome Aniya. Welcome to the College of Aspiring Artists Presents and our GDI Focus. Now, we were leaving the National Day of Prayer, and one of the partners, Aubrey, we said, let's get something to eat. And we found our way to a restaurant that you work, and you were such a inspirational person. So we felt comfortable in sharing a part of what our heart and our mission, not knowing how close this is to your life. But after we were dining and going back and forth over the menu, I said, can I show you something? And can you share with the audience what I showed you, and then maybe your first response?
You showed me the book cover, GDI movement book?
Yes.
And you asked me, what did I see in the book cover?
Yes.
And you were expecting me to see a gun?
Yep, that's a key part of the illustration, but
Yes.
keep talking.
You asked me what I saw, and I told you that I saw a tree.
Yeah. I asked you what you've been drinking or something.
Yes.
I said,
You told me that I don't see no tree.
no, I
don't see
didn't.
no
I
tree.
didn't. I didn't see a tree.
Yes, but I saw a tree, and I showed him that it was a tree. I drew it out for him and everything, and he ended up seeing the tree at the end.
Well, and the tree represents, and I went to a biblical passage that the tree represents a metaphor of God's description of mankind. He says in Psalms 1, you shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. And then in the book of Matthew, he says, since you're going to be like a tree, Matthew 12:33, he says, either make the tree good and the fruit good, or make the tree corrupt and its fruit corrupt. For the tree is known by its fruit. So tell us about the tree. You looked at the illustration, the gun, but you saw more than that.
Right.
Yeah.
And we determined at the end that it was like a tree of life, and it
Yeah.
turned into something beautiful.
And you know, I think that's really a great way to describe this movement. It's bad, it's sad to see so many lives that are being taken out way too soon, the shedding of innocent blood. You know, I almost gave up when I saw Ariana Preston, this 24-year old beautiful young lady, a police officer, just got her master's completed, but did not make it to the ceremony, and did not make it to the Mother's Day that was just a couple days away. We got to stop this. We got to stop it now. Your story, as you talk about your recent graduation from cosmetology school, I want to talk about that. What do you want to do? When my mom was a cosmetologist, and she could get the nappiest hair. Y'all, I'm going to talk about it. And when they came in, they would look like they were in distress, and she would bring them to such joy. Our shop was in our home. It was maybe like a 2-bedroom home with 11 people, and she had a shop, and she could do wonders for people. So I have a good experience in seeing the beauty that comes from a cosmetologist. So why did you choose this profession, and what do you see as you work with people, and what's your specific area that you work in cosmetology?
Okay, so since I was younger, I always loved art, and hair is a form of art. I love making people feel beautiful, just expressing myself through hair.
What if you don't have any? Well, no, just kidding.
I cut hair too.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was braiding hair since I was 11, and I decided to go to cosmetology school after high school. And while in cosmetology school, I really lost my passion for braiding hair, so I decided to take the waxing route with my cosmetology license. So I'm going to be waxing with my license instead of braiding or doing hair. Like, I think waxing is my passion.
Well, I see you have the spirit of inspiration, the passion to help people, and we'll talk a little more about your cosmetology. I'm going to take a break. I want you all to hear Minister Louis Farrakhan as he lays down the law on what God hates. And then I'm going to tag him, and then we're coming back with 2 more guests. Special day for these twin brothers. You'll be introduced to them here right after we GDI today. Yes, we say God damn it. God damn it. Hands that are shedding innocent blood. God damn it. A heart that devises wicked imagination. Feet that be swift in running to mischief. These things God hates. And when God, the God of love, the God who is love, says that he hates, that's a stop sign. That's a red light. That's a time to cease and dismiss. This is a GDI movement. You're listening today to the launching of our GDI. We're going to put an end. We're going to stop this foolishness. And we're going to let love have its highest regard in God's creation. Well, we left off talking to Aniya, a wonderful gift to God. And she's a cosmetologist talking about helping people to feel and to be beautiful. And you exemplify that, and how we met you and how you saw the book cover. You shared that momentarily. I want to now talk to you as we bring into the studio two other young leaders who are in the movement. You're from Memphis.
Yes,
They're from Chicago. And I want you to talk about a Memphis moment that is so dear to you. And then we're going to bring these twins, Hakeem and Rakeem, into this discussion and into the movement. I tell you, y'all look so good. I tell you, and it's a special day. Every day is a special day, but today is a special bonus day that you're going to hear how they fit into the GDI. Aniya,
Yes.
and you brothers, you see this beautiful sister, and she's here to share her story. And I'm just glad how we all have met through a providential moment. And then today I find out she's a newlywed, which makes it even more special to have a newlywed and to have twins as we talk about GDI. Innocent blood. Lives removed way too soon. You share your story with us.
Yes. So my father was a victim of gun violence. When I was 14, I found out that my dad was murdered through Facebook. I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw a video of him receiving CPR. And I remember texting the person who posted it, and I was begging them to take it down, but they wouldn't. And that broke my heart. Like, it kept me away from social media for a while, and like, I'm still healing from him passing away.
Yes.
Yes, I was very young, and it traumatized me. So that was like my main motivation to move out of Memphis. Like, I don't want that for my son. I don't want that for my husband. Memphis is a very dangerous place. So it just motivated me to get out of Memphis sooner. So as soon as I got 18, I took flight.
It's a sad story to hear the loss of your dad. It's worsened to hear you talk about how you found out.
Right.
And anything else you want to share, or I don't want you to share anything that's not comfortable, but it was a life-changing moment. You would never have your father around for
Right.
birthdays and
Right.
for holidays. So what has that done in addition to just forcing you out to start a new life?
Mainly because, so I'm the middle child. I have 2 older siblings. I have 2 younger siblings. And my main goal for my family was to get them out of Memphis. I wanted my family far away from Memphis. I begged my mom for years, but we never were really financially stable enough to just up and move. So when I turned 18, I moved to college, and I moved here. And now my whole family's in Little Rock with me. So I accomplished my goal of moving my family out of Memphis.
And did you know you were going to get you a man in Memphis? I mean, in Little Rock?
Well, I met my husband in the 7th grade. And yes, we moved. We ran away together. We did it together.
That's what's up.
And my family followed, so it's just a blessing. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a middle child. I have no influence like that. I tell you, I'm going to take some
Very
lessons
blessed,
from you.
very blessed.
The middle. I always say the middle is a glue, because when you have two things that were once connected, they say you break it,
Yeah.
it drops, and you put glue. You can bring things back together.
Yeah.
And I often say that, the family is God's super glue.
Yeah.
That when the family can be strong, we can bring people back to God. This is great. To your left are 2 brothers. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves on the camera. And I met them like I met you, just going around taking care of some groceries. When I eat, I say I'm getting my groceries. And I was actually in a grocery store, And I met one of these brothers, then I saw another brother, and I said, wait a minute, y'all brothers? And then you look at them, but introduce yourselves to our radio audience and our YouTube channel.
All right, so I'm Hakeem.
Rakeem, twins from Chicago, Illinois.
Graduates, we came down here through Philander Smith College. Basically trying to get away from Chicago. Any chance we got, we took it, just trying to do better, be better.
It wasn't planned though. It was, listening to her story is very similar. Come from Chicago, we want to play basketball. That's our life's dream growing up. But then, stuff got a little violent. Yes. Well, not even a little violent. I don't want to downplay it because that's playing small to the circumstances that a lot of people have to endure and still have to endure that live there.
Yeah,
Chicago is a beautiful place, but it's also like you don't really have the opportunity to embrace the beautiful parts of it if you live in a neighborhood that experiences high poverty.
Yeah, if you live in the hood, if you basically a person who grows up in the hood, a lot of times you don't even get to see what they talk about when they say Chicago. You most of the time experience what they call, the hood.
Chirac, right?
Yeah, Chirac, or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like being a kid from Chicago, we never went downtown until our adult years. It's people that
You never went downtown.
We never went downtown until our adult years.
So why did you not go downtown? Is that everybody or me?
That's a common thing.
It's a common thing. It's like you don't have the desire, one, and two is just like
perspective. Like you don't know that it's a downtown that you should want to go to like more than what your neighborhood offers. That's just like a common thing. We all grew up just kind of getting whatever we need from our neighborhood, but then when you become an adult and you realize that you actually need more and that there's actually more that's being offered, then you start to open your mind to like, wow, like I live in a food desert, but you don't understand what a food desert is until you do. Until you go to college and you go and you see how other communities are living or what other communities are being offered.
And it really comes when you explain and you talk about like, oh yeah, we don't have this, for an hour and a half. That's when the nearest grocery store is. And then you tell that to other people because you think it's normal. And then they like, it's an hour to the nearest grocery store. And they like, no, bro.
First grocery store got built in our neighborhood from, I'll say about 85th, 87th to 125th. That's a lot of blocks. If y'all don't know, that's a very far distance. That like the first Walmart maybe 5 or 8 years ago for that entire community to go to. And then another one got built on like 103rd and Doty Road shortly after that. That's a lot of ground to cover for them just to build 2 grocery stores.
And that's going west, east, and south.
And now we're closing Walmart, right?
Oh yeah.
I was just down there for a hair show, and it was a lot going on.
So why are they closing the Walmart?
Well, they say, it's always multiple perspectives on why they're closing it, but they say they're closing it because of a lot of robberies and things like that. But I always feel like insurance cover that type of stuff. But when you have one Walmart in the neighborhood that was once
it serves such a large community,
then you'll have higher theft, because all Walmarts or all grocery stores or all stores period have theft. But if you have one that is literally the one where all of these people,
I feel like that increases the chances of theft being probable because now you have people who don't even live in this area that have to come to this area to shop. Whereas if you have a grocery store in this person's community, they're less likely to steal because they live around here.
This is the only one they have. The pride is different,
Yeah.
So the culture is corrupt in so many parts of our nation,
100%.
and you all migrated. I can say you moved away from Chicago to Arkansas, Little Rock, and Aniya moves from Memphis to Arkansas, Little Rock. What is it about Arkansas that's maybe so contrasted from, let's say, Chicago? What you're describing some things, some I can relate to are in Arkansas, but you're describing some things that are far removed. So how did you come out of Chicago and all that corrupt, all the devastation to Arkansas?
God, man.
God.
God did.
God.
For sure.
It was nothing but God. The opportunity came. We didn't even plan on leaving. The day we planned on leaving was the day we left. A recruiter came. Yeah, the same day a recruiter came down. We were sitting in our counselor's office, and we was talking about it. It was really crazy because
it's like one of those conversations like, what are you all planning on doing? We just gonna try to play basketball for one of these junior colleges here, see where that takes us. and an advisor from Philander Smith College called in and asked were any students, he had like a list of students that had applied the semester before that were seniors, and he asked if any of those students were still interested in maybe coming down to Philander Smith College, since this was the institution for them, and we just happened to be in there. So she, relayed that message. We got in contact.
The same day.
The same day. We packed our stuff the same day.
Now you can tell they're twins. Now I love how they can just talk at the same time, but they're distinct in their own rights. It's just beautiful. And so God allowed you all to have a prayer answered, and the same day you got admitted into Philander Smith College. Are you doing sports?
Oh no, we
sir.
didn't.
Yeah.
That was the crazy thing. We didn't.
So
We came down here for sports, and then that didn't go through. Like, there was just a lot of miscommunication. But we said, you know what, we're gonna take the opportunity.
Yeah, I liked it. We came down. We had been here for maybe 3 weeks, a month, and then I was like, I like it here. It's chill. Like a lot of stuff that I feel like people take for granted here, like in terms of being able to walk to the gas station.
Man.
We literally got up and walked to the gas station, and there was nobody there. Like if you go to the gas station in Chicago, sometimes it's like 20 people waiting outside the gas station, 10 people, 5 people. Even if it's one person standing there, looking like they might got it on them, that might discourage you. Like, let me come back later.
Yeah.
It's just like small stuff. Being able to walk around the neighborhood,
Not see police cars when you're on the way to the store, wondering if they gonna just hem you up on the gate for no reason.
ask you where you from, search you.
Yeah. So
man, I wish I could just talk like y'all. Y'all know how to put it together.
that shared experience.
So today is a special day. We're going to talk about that. Now, GDI, God damn it. And I'm going to go back to Aniya. You said something when you saw the title of the book. You had a thought about profanity that you mentioned. Share that with the audience.
When you were saying, when you told me the title of the book, I said I usually don't like to say that, like it's not a part of my vocabulary because I find it like using God's name in vain. And you were telling me the 7 things
Yes.
that God,
That he damns.
Yes.
And I like the way that you are transparent, because it's hard for people who've been taught one part of a culture, a communication, a phrase, a tradition, a religion. You can use God's name in vain. And that is true. But at the same time, you can take God's sovereignty and apply it to what the scripture and the truth is. God hates certain things. And I can say damn it, you can say damn it, and some people won't pay attention. But if we could utter God damns it.
You hear it more.
If God damns this behavior, it can ignite and be catalytical to a movement that will transform a nation back to God and get some of the dysfunction and corruptness out. So I want to do something, and we're going to come back. I want to talk about the business of you. We have a promo that I want to put into the loop, because when you all talked about you came and you had sports as a aspiration, we know that sports is entertainment, and we know that cosmetology is in the entertainment industry. You cannot be an entertainer, actor, actress. You cannot be a celebrity and not have cosmetology as a part of the makeup and the wardrobe categories. So we're going to play a promo, our promo about the business of you, and then I'm going to talk about that at the end of the show. And then we're going to talk about, when we come back, the GDI movement. But I want you all to see how your brand, your talent, as a part of what we're doing and as a part of what you are aspiring to see made real in your life, how we can work together to see that into reality. The business of your talent to build your brand, the industry, enterprise of you inside the creative economy of today's global market space. You've got the talent. We've got the networks to take you to your market and bring your market to you. The College of Aspiring Artists presents Mondays, 10 a.m. The Business of You Masterclass Series. Hear from great talent and innovators that we've worked with. Plug into our multifaceted platforms and watch how your brand expands. Sign up, thebusinessofyou.today, and tune in to JoyNetRadio.com. All right, you heard a clip about the business of you, and today I want to just share with you all. You all have a very strong talent that is projecting, and I can see it meaningful to multiple generations. We have Chicago, we have Memphis, and we are all in Arkansas. And I think this is a new day for us to talk about what's important, how we're going to mitigate, eradicate some of the things that really have ran you out of Memphis and ran you out of Chicago. And maybe this is a haven. Maybe this is a spot where, and I'm not going to just leave it at maybe, I see it as a spot, as a destination for us to huddle, converge, and be the difference that communities from Arkansas across America can see making things better. What say you?
100%. I say that if I asked you all what was the culture of Little Rock, Arkansas, what would y'all say? You know, like there really hasn't been one established yet. So, but that's the beauty of Little Rock, Arkansas. You can like establish something now. Like anything can be started from ground up, and that could be a very positive thing.
It can.
Being point zero.
So how do you see that? I mean, you all are difference makers. You're change agents. And JC, I want you to come in at the end of the show for sure. But I applaud you all seeing the open space for transformation, and that you matter. That what you're doing is now entering this space. I often say the only way you can purify a contaminated environment is to put a purifying agent in the contaminated zone. You can't, if you got dirty laundry, you don't throw the laundry away because it's soiled. You put something stronger in that wash cycle, that detergent, that cleanser, that can take what's soiled and make it wearable, fresh again. Sure. And so I think you all are purifying agents, because Little Rock is not perfect, and no city is, but how do you see yourself as a cosmetologist, as a person, now in Little Rock, your family? You brought your whole family here.
Little Rock is beautiful. Little Rock is peaceful. I've been living here for about coming on up a year maybe, and I have not ran into half of the things that I ran into at Memphis. Like they even said about the gas stations. Even I can go to gas stations at night and feel safe. Like at Memphis, you can't do that. The gas station is a club, so it's like it's just a whole different like vibe. Like you can, I feel safe here, and I feel welcome. So yeah, I'm comfortable.
We're going to have to get this to the Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau, JC, because and the mayor needs to hear this because there's hope here.
It is.
And for people to migrate and to come into Little Rock and to bring hope and ideas, it's a beautiful thing. So GDI, God damn it. How important is it for us to get a message like this into the movement of high visibility? It becomes a viral message. I say violence is as strong as the virus in the pandemic. We had a pandemic and billions of dollars were invested to stop something you couldn't see. And people were changing the culture, how we communicate, how we go out in the public, what we're going to do and what we're not going to do. But how can we take this movement and get it to the level where it is as significant so that we can eradicate the violence like we seek to eradicate the virus?
I say a lot of times I'll see in recent times, or just in all times, when people try to exact change, they try to start with the kids, right?
but we have to remember that the kids are watching the adults, the young adults, you know. So I feel like we have to start bridging the gap and bringing everybody together to exact change. So if you're going to do programs or anything like that that is going to affect the kids, the older people need to be there as well so the example can be set together. I feel like there's too big of a disconnect between the millennials, the Gen Z, and then the boomers. You know, like I feel like everybody has their own thought process, but I feel like we all see the same things. We all want the same things to
share
change.
one earth. Like we are sharing the same experience. We go to the same places. You know, we all have to operate under the same rules. So why would we separate how we interact with one another when we all gotta apply to the same rules?
Or separate
You know,
our learning process.
It starts with unity first. Yeah.
Unity.
You gotta come together.
That's what I love. Now, this is oxymoronic, but I want you to hear it. I loved this about the virus because you couldn't discriminate. You couldn't say it's, you know, coming from a certain ethnicity.
They tried though. They tried.
But you didn't know. You had to treat everybody as though they were maybe a carrier or they were going to be one that was going to be spreading. So you had to just respect life.
Yeah.
You know, wherever life was, well, I don't care if it's an old person, I don't care if it's a blind person, we were under the illusion that we could wear a mask and go out to dinner when they permitted us, and then you got 8 at your table, and then you get ready to eat, you take your mask off like the virus is going to behave.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, yeah. And so we did things, but we were real serious. GDI is a serious movement, and this is our first time with you all in the studio. So I want some more comments. What do you think about what we're doing, and then some ideas that could help us to really get this into a major thought process for transformation?
Well, like they said, Little Rock doesn't have really anything established. Like when you think of Little Rock, what do you think of? So if we were to like blow this up, you know, something very positive could be connected to Little Rock and give it a, like, you know, like a title. It could be beautiful.
Well, I'm gonna recommend GDI. All right, twins.
All right.
Your thoughts? Very good.
My thoughts on that, I feel like if we have community engagement events to where, and if you base it upon the GDI movement, it's the what you want people to start doing and what you want people to stop doing. So if you'll be able to bridge the gap and bring the older generation in with the younger generation and make it where it's a celebration as well as an education.
And how do we do that? Because right now, it's not like events aren't being thrown already in a central Arkansas area. The problem is that the people that are hosting events, either it's young people hosting an event, and now it's events circulated around younger people, so older people feel out of place, or they don't even know, or it's an event hosted by older people, and younger people don't even know that it's going on until they drive by and see it. And that's where the disconnect comes again, because an older generation, to get the word out, they're either calling people that they know or they're putting up flyers. Younger people we're not really using flyers anymore. It's a more social media based interaction. So if those older people had someone younger to manage their social media for them actively, like every day, everybody's on their phone constantly all day. Everyone has their notifications on. So if you have someone younger managing it actively, you know, like earnestly, like actually being on it as if it was their social media platform, then I feel like now we have a reason why we're checking out this page. We're seeing what they're posting on their story. We're seeing what events they have coming up.
You know, I got the lesson from a millennial. I was doing a meeting and presenting a print packet, and she just did this. and I was like, what? I spent a lot of money putting this package together. And so I called it real quick. She just wants the digital files, because you can just become a clutter box, you know, just keeping all this stuff. But so how do we take this movement? Those of you who are listening to the College of Aspiring Artists presents, this is a GDI movement engagement, www.gdi.today, our YouTube channel, all that's on our landing page. You're going to see these young brothers, these twins, you're going to see Aniya, you're going to see others bringing your contribution. I want you all to believe that this is serious, and there's a new concept in branding and marketing. We talked about NIL. It's in the sports category right now, name, image, and likeness. But we're taking it to the business of you. I want underwriters, business corporations to see your talent and to see you all moving vision, dreams, your thoughts, your ideas, your talents, your business to the highest level. And I think that's a part of the new marketing, the new enterprise. Take your business, take your brand. Let's morph together strong vision initiatives, and let's celebrate life and success by doing it together. What are your thoughts? Aniya, you agree?
Yes.
All right. And
Let's do it. Let's get these pillars in our neighborhoods, the churches, the schools, the small independently owned businesses.
Yeah.
Let's connect those to the community. Churches already have the connection to the communities. We just need to make sure that it's just more than one day a week, you know?
well, you all are speaking the truth. Go ahead.
Also, yeah, like he said, we need to get everybody that's based in our communities need to be more engaged in our communities. I feel like back in the day as a kid, you know, I used to know the mailman, I used to know the firefighter that would come.
You talking about back in the day? Keep talking, man.
I used to
You don't know nothing about. What you
Yeah.
mean back in the day? You.
back in the day.
Oh, all right.
Back in that day.
All right. Yeah.
We used to know.
Look, what about just a few?
About 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. About
So
2000.
you putting dates on us, man. I'm 60s boy. All right. Back in the day, keep talking.
The engagement, man, for real. It was just like we knew who was in our communities. We knew who was engaged in our communities because they were more involved and they were more intentful about letting us know who they were. You
More
know,
meaningful interaction. Like we knew our neighbors. We could walk up and down the street and know our neighbors.
So that's why you didn't go downtown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I guess, and the
You-
fact that
I
we
mean,
needed to be taken downtown.
Yeah.
We were kids.
but
Wow.
but definitely though, you felt more community based. You know, it didn't feel scary because you felt that you knew the community. You
But
know?
Chicago is amazing. Like we have one of the largest beaches in America. We have it's the third biggest city in America in terms of population. So why weren't we being exposed to all that downtown had to offer? And a lot of that has to do with people not feeling welcome in those spaces. When we got older and we started to go downtown, we also didn't feel welcome in those spaces.
The culture is so important, and we've got to transform the culture.
Yeah.
This dysfunction, this hate, this violence, it's got to cease and dismiss. I want us to do one more treatment on Minister Farrakhan's, it's about a 1 minute and 5 second clip. I want us to tune in, listen, we're going to come back and comment. Then we're going to talk about some good things that are happening today for the twins and for all of us. Let's take a listen. Audience, you listen, and we're going to talk about it and move towards a better day, a better way.
And drive by in the game. You don't see that black man you're gunning down as your brother. He don't wear the same color as you. He don't get the same sign that you give. But he's caught hell like you. His father caught hell like you. His grandfather, his great-grandfather. God damn it, ain't that enough for him to be your brother? Yes, I said, God damn it. Because God has come to damn that kind of thinking and that kind of action. And he's come to bless us if we turn from that kind of mentality.
And I'm not cussing, but God damn it, if we would turn from our wicked ways, if we would stop doing what God hates. I want you all to tell me your thoughts and reflections, and then we're going to shift to a new day from Arkansas across America. Any thought comes to mind after you hear that? I'm going to start with Aniya because from our first conversation, God damn it, it resonated.
Yeah.
When you hear it now from us talking about it, and you hear Minister Farrakhan in that heartbeat, what do you see and what do you say?
I think that is beautiful now. You changed my perspective because the fact that people were using it wrong is why I looked at it in a different light. But now, like he said, like the black man that you're gunning down, you don't see as your brother. and we're all brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the fact that y'all are saying goddamn that. I get it more. It makes more sense to me. So I can be able to use it in the right ways, not the ways that I grew up hearing it in. So I find it beautiful.
It's a wonderful treatment to hear God's utterance on something that needs to stop. All right.
Oh yeah, I feel like exactly what he said was right. We lost our pride and sense of righteousness, and then sense of you see another black man, you know, you don't have the same pride for their life, which is why they take it so easily. And I feel like him saying God damn that behavior and blessing the behavior that is the opposite. If you just make the conscious decisions to be a better person, then you already do things totally different. And I feel like him saying God damn it is definitely a step in the right
And him saying that just because this person, his father, his mother before that have all shared the same generational trauma and experience, is that not enough to be brothers and sisters on a base level? Yeah, 100%. We was literally just talking about this because I'm like, why every time we having an interaction with each other, another black man, we can be anywhere in the world, and if we have an argument, we'll be loud enough for anybody in that environment to hear us. As loud as possible, no shame, cursing each other out, ready to fight, ready to embarrass ourselves, with no shame. But if we want to compliment each other, man, we're super quiet. We either won't mention the compliment, like, oh man, that brother hell look nice. Hey bro, whoever chopped you up, they put you in the game. You know, we either too timid and won't do that, we're second guessing it, or we're super quiet about it. We're like, oh man, nice shoes.
We're not as excited as we were to argue.
You know, we're not as shameless with the joy that we share between each other as we are with the negative
and the hate that we give each other.
So yeah, 100%. God damn it, we got to be more positive. We need to be more positively based when we interact with each other, even if we don't know each other, because we have shared that experience and we all want to share the same future.
And that is enough.
You feel me?
That
A
is
future
enough.
that benefits me benefits you. A future that benefits her benefits everybody in this room.
You know, I think I'm almost ready to retire. And I don't like to use that word, but I like to say it this way. You all have our sincere blessings. I have no biological children, but I see you all as children of God, men and women that God has great use of. And JC, who oversees the radio, Thornton Broadcasting Communications, JC, this is the type of show that we want to ignite. We want to get behind and we want to see how we can get the underwriting. We want to see how we can get, look at Ja Run. Look at a multi-millionaire that has been disconnected from reality and playing with a gun, which is not a toy. And now he's facing multiple things. We're going into the high schools, we're going into the colleges with the NIL on the sports, but also our college as entertainment and edutainment. We see the movement. You all said it so well. Disconnected children come from disconnected adults. The reason that the youth are disconnected is because they see somebody that's strung out, that's disconnected, and these patterns and these habits, they transfer from generation to generation. We call them generational curses. And it's a stigma that we need to say no longer on us. Disconnect and transform. Now we got some celebration going on. This is, what is today? And I want to use it this way. It's you all's birthday.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday.
It's you all's birthday.
Yes, sir.
And it means a lot for you all to spend your birthday talking about your life, your purpose, your value. And for people to know that you all are 23 years and you are speaking with such passion, such heart, such intelligence. What can you say about this day? What does it mean to you all? And tell everybody who you are again and how you all met each other. That's another humor.
Yeah, well, I met him in the womb.
Yeah, we womb mates.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a new one for me. I never heard of the womb mates.
Yeah, we womb mates. But and this is actually our 29th birthday today, not 23rd.
Oh,
29?
it's the 23rd. Yeah,
Good.
Man,
man, appreciate
What they
it.
say?
Oh my.
Black don't
I
brag. Come on
was
now.
thinking y'all were were like 19. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, they so mature for that age. And then, wow.
Hey, experience will make you mature quickly.
I know that's right.
Where they eat right.
And we definitely
Yeah,
eat right.
And
I see
I-
the cornfield water and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
Yes,
oh, yeah.
sir.
You see me?
Well, and they work at a health store.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call the name of the store because I want the store to underwrite them. I want the store to see
I know that's
what they're
right.
putting out because you put it out inside your business. I mean, you all
Sure.
double team everybody. You get a double whatever, and you get a savings. And you get, man, wow, these guys are just. So,
Appreciate it.
what do you want to say on your birthday that can inspire one another as twins, and then people who hear this?
Hey man, first of all, I'm grateful to be this age. I'm
Yeah.
grateful that
I'm grateful that we made it.
Man, God gave us another 24, another 365. And I would like to say to the younger generation, literally it can either be one day or day one. So if you want to do something or if you feel compelled to, show love that day. Don't wait, don't overthink it. Just be yourself and just try to put your best foot forward.
Man, and then to double down on that, if it's something that upsets you, because we all get upset, we all, that's just a part of life, getting upset and being happy.
Mhm.
If you get upset about something, and give it a day. If you're not still mad about it by the next day, then it was never that serious to begin with.
Wisdom speaks. All right, Aniya, you got the final word.
What? Oh.
Yeah. What say you about people who are listening to the show, watching you? What's your final thought today?
Oh, I just pray that everybody supports the GDI movement and supports what you have going on because it's a beautiful thing, and I hope this goes really far. And it really moves people.
Now, give a shout out to somebody in the studio that's not in the studio with us.
Oh, well, my beautiful husband sitting over there recording me.
All right. What'd you call him?
My beautiful husband?
Did you say his name?
Oh, Kemonte.
All right, Kemonte. You better say his name. All right, y'all a beautiful couple. JC, man, what can we do for this new generation of leaders,
We
man?
have to get them a show.
All right.
Let them come on a regular basis and express themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
We can just sit back and just,
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap with this and give it back to JC. I believe that the highest form of delegation is to delegate and evacuate. So you all got a show coming. Y'all just going to tell us when.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's going to happen. All right, JC.
All right, we out, and that's going to do it for this edition of the College of Aspiring Artists broadcast. Make sure to join us next time, right here at the show that is powered by TimeToConsider.org, and it's presented by the College of Aspiring Artists, live on JoyNet Radio and JoyNetRadio.com.